So, you need to know about what happened between 2023 and 2024 for All Elite Wrestling, huh? Well, you've come to the right place, as I will be giving you the recap of what All Elite Wrestling have done from now, or from then until now. This is the AEW 2023 recap, and I think we should just get started. Obviously, it's going to have to run a different format to the WWE one due to the fact that they don't have monthly pay-per-views, so it's hard for me to just do a monthly event. So we're just gonna go through basically every TV episode because the TV episodes actually matter more in this one than they do in the WWE one. Anyways, we will start from January 2023 all the way up to Revolution. On this way, everyone retained basically like everything. Defenses from Jade Cargill, Scorpio Sky, Thunder Rosa, and Jurassic Express. At Revolution 2023 itself, Thunder Rosa retained versus Jamie Hayter. Santana and Ortiz dethroned Jurassic Express. Kenny Omega defeats MJF and Orange Cassidy just in a singles match. And Miro beats Hangman Page to become the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Pretty interesting, as we now start on the build-up to Double or Nothing. Miro gets himself DQ'd to retain versus Punk on Dynamite. Will Ospreay's here for some fucking reason. Jay White also turns up eventually. And in May Week 2 on Rampage, Penelope Ford defeats Thunder Rosa to win the women's title. That came a lot out of left field when I was going through and making the notes. Miro retained versus Hangman on Dynamite. Scorpio Sky, and during the same week, retained his TNT championship against retained his TNT championship against Hangman on Rampage. Cargo and Sky retained every other time. Same with Santana and Ortiz. So we now make it a Double or Nothing. Cargill retains versus Shida. Scorpio Sky retains versus Christian, Andrade, and MJF. He takes the clear on top of that match. That's a massive win for him. And finally, Santana and Ortiz retain against the Hardys, and Miro retain against Samoa Joe. Now it's time to go from now to All Out. From that point onwards, fucking Penelope Ford retains against Thunder Rosa on Dynamite again. And Adam Page finally dethrones Scorpio Sky for the TNT title after a long reign of 14 defenses. Brilliant reign for Scorpio Sky. And then Penelope Ford retains against AQA, Ty Conti and Britt Baker, and Soho and Britt Baker. And then tragedy strikes. Jade Cargill gets pregnant and has to vacate the belt after a 7.5 month reign with 20 title defenses in it. Mental reign. Britt Baker wins the vacant TBS title against Ruby Soho in the main event of a Rampage. Miro retains versus Darby Allin on Dynamite. And the best friends on the go-home show of To All Out win the tag titles against Santana and Ortiz. At All Out, Penelope Ford retains against Thunder Rosa again. The best friends retain versus the Lucha Bros. Hangman Page retains against Eddie Kingston. Miro retains against Andrade, Christian, and Samoa Joe. And Punk beats Omega in a 99 rated match. The match of the year in the game and the match of the year for AEW in this game and for this year. Now we go from here to Full Gear. Penelope Ford retains against Mercedes Martinez. The best friends retain against Private Party. Paige and Omega start teaming again for some fucking reason. Thunder Rosa defeats Britt Baker for the TBS title. Penelope Ford retains against legitimate fighter Paige Van Zandt. The best friends retain against Santana and Ortiz. The Bunny wins the women's title from Penelope Ford after a 6-month reign with 8 defenses. Massive win for the Bunny, finally getting her push. On the exact same Dynamite, Adam Cole defeats Adam Page for the TNT title after 4 months, and a 10 defense reign for Adam Page. On the go-home show, Miro also retained his world title against Malachi Black. At Full Gear, Thunder Rosa retains the TBS title versus Emi Sakura. The Best Friends retain versus Cool Hand Ange and Daddy Magic, Matt Menard. The Bunny retained versus Britt Baker and Ruby Soho. Adam Cole retained against Adam Page again. And Miro retained against Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho. For the rest of the year, nothing else really happened except for Miro retaining against Chris Jericho on the final Dynamite of the year. Julia Hart and Britt Baker main evented and got an 88. That is every basically title defense and plot point that happened during the AEW year. So it's finally time to go through the champions going into 2024. Your TBS champion is Thunder Rosa, who's held it for 68 days. And has made 4 defenses of the title. TNT champion is Adam Cole, 54 days into his reign with 4 defenses. The Women's World Champion is The Bunny, Ali, with 54 days under her belt with 4 defenses. Your current World Tag Team Champions are the Best Friends with 110 days under their reign with 12 defenses. And finally, your AEW World Champion is Miro with 274 days under his belt and 8 defenses. And if you really are interested, the FTW Champion is Ethan Page. He won it from Ricky Starks. He's defended it 5 times. He's held it for 166 days. This is where I would leave off the video. If I literally just forgot that they own Ring of Honor as well. So I'll run through the Ring of Honor champions real quick. Your TV champion is Khan, however you say it. He beat Minoru Suzuki for it. He's made 0 defenses in 15 days. Your tag team champions are Samurai Del Sol and Roderick Strong, held for 155 days, 2 defenses. Your 6-man tag champions are Remy Sabai, and the Authors of Pain, Zim and Sunny. They've held it for 120 days with 1 defense. Your women's champion is Deonna Purrazzo, winning it back from Willow Nightingale. They've traded the belt back and forth a couple of times. Purrazzo has held it for 15 days with 0 defenses. Your pure champion is Alex Zane, who won it off of Wheeler Yuta. And during these 255 days he's held it, not a single title defense. And finally, your Ring of Honor World Champion is Johnny Gargano, who's held it now for 255 days and has made 3 defenses of the title. His last defense was against Cesaro or Claudio Castagnoli. Thought I'd leave that in there. He won the retained at final battle's main event. So that is your AEW recap. Basically finished. There's only a couple notable leaves, like people leaving the company this season. Said season like it's literally not a year. Lance Archer leaves the company, retired. Sting leaves the company, retires, he left the wrestling business. And the big one, Jon Moxley leaves the company and is now an unemployed. He's a free agent currently with New Japan vying for his signature. The big double coming back out for him as well. AEW have let Jon Moxley go. And that is going to be where we leave off the AEW 2023 recap. Thank you very much. The next video will be, the next video will be the big trailer before going into the official start of my next TW series. I hope you lot are ready. This is the second to last teaser. The next one's the last one. I'll see you lot then.